Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into this Pilots game on NewarkPilots.tv on YouTube. I am Tim Watson, your play-by-play broadcaster, and we are here as your Pilots take on the Geneva Red Wings at home here at beautiful Colburn Park. First pitch should be around 7:05 p.m. And starting for your Pilots today is number 30, Ron Loomis. Your Pilots are coming off a 7-4 win at home on Friday night against Elmira, and their game at Utica Sunday was postponed, and it will be a double header at home when we play Utica now. The last time the Pilots faced off against Geneva was home, and they won 19-13. And here's how your Pilots will line up as they try to win their fourth straight here tonight. Leading off, number 8, the shortstop, David Bermudez. Batting second, number 5, the center fielder, Alan Murphy. Batting third, playing right field, number 22, Parker Denny. In the cleanup spot, the first baseman, number 18, Logan Sturr. Designated hitter tonight for your Pilots is number 20, Ryan Lee. Behind the dish, catching tonight for your Pilots is number 13, Ty Saida. Playing the hot corner at third base is number 7, Dylan Duplashane. In left field is number 11, Cameron Reynolds. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 3, Michael Gorman. And as I already said, starting for your Pilots is number 30, Ron Loomis. And the Red Wing starter they will face today is number 29, Parker Asgreen. And the lineup Loomis will face today goes as follows. Leading off, number 1, Brainy Rojas, the center fielder. Batting second, number 12, Noah Fisher, the second baseman. In the third spot, the shortstop, number 27, Brooke Kaufman. Playing first base for Geneva tonight, number 35, Trevor Rogers. The designated hitter, batting fifth, number 23, Cross Grundy. In the sixth spot, wearing 6 on his back, the left fielder, Brandon Cooper. Batting seventh, number 14, Daniel Sperling, playing third base. Batting eighth, number 8, Josh Lester, the catcher. And batting ninth tonight for Geneva is number 24, Harrison Treble, in right field. Here at 7:03, a few minutes away from first pitch, it is 75 degrees, and we'll be back for first pitch. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages. We are here for first pitch, and the first batter Loomis will face tonight is number 1, the center fielder, Brainy Rojas. Rojas all smiles at the plate as Loomis steps on and looks in. Comes set, delivers the first pitch. It is in there for a strike, and first pitch is at 7:08 p.m. here on this beautiful Tuesday night. Sorry about the glare from the sun. It will set around 8:30 tonight. And the second pitch misses, 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and hit up. Saida takes his mask off, gets under, and will not be able to make the play in the sun. Rojas is off for second. Stir will throw it down to Gorman off Bermudez. It'll bounce to second into the outfield, and Rojas will be on at third on an error. So after a Little League triple there, that's going to bring up number 12, the second baseman, Noah Fisher. A very bad, unfortunate of events there, as Saida couldn't come up with the ball, and then the throw by Stir bounced in front of Bermudez and put Rojas to third. And the first pitch to the second baseman misses, 1-0. The 1-0 is now 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, and the leadoff hitter is on third. That one is in there for a strike. 2-1 now. Loomis has to be looking for the strikeout here, as he does. 1-0 Geneva here in the first inning with no outs. That's going to bring up number 27, the shortstop, Brock Kaufman. Not a bad spot there by Loomis. Fisher just got all of it and ripped it right past Bermudez. And we'll see what he can do here. Down 1-0 now. So the 1-0 to Kaufman will not come until Loomis throws to first, and diving back in safely is Fisher. Good move by Loomis there. That one just misses, says plate umpire Brett Jerome. It's 2-0 now. The 2-0 misses outside, 3-0 now. Loomis doesn't want to just put it in the zone as the defense has been shaky here, but he needs to throw a strike here, or he is in danger of bringing up the 4-hitter with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. And that one misses. Walked him on 4 pitches. That's going to bring up number 35, the first baseman, Trevor Rogers. So after the error by Saida, the Pilots have not helped themselves at all since, as there is now a runner on second and first with no outs, and the 4-hitter Rogers is up to bat, with 1 already in for Geneva. Pitch from Loomis, and there for a strike, and he's gotten ahead of Rogers. Loomis is taking his time out there on the mound, looks back to second, comes home, and that ball is hit foul toward the first base coach, and it hits the Pilots' dugout. 0-2 now. Loomis looks in for his sign, looks back to second now, comes set, delivers home. The 0-2 is swung on and missed, and the Pilots have their first out here in the top of the first. So with one out and runners on second and first here in the top of the first, that's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 23, Cross Grundy. Loomis is looking for a ground ball here for a double play would be the perfect situation. But any way to get an out and get to 2 outs would be good. And that pitch is swung on hard and fouled off of Saida's head. He's okay. 0-1 now to Geneva's designated hitter. Loomis is really taking his time out there on the mound here in this first inning. Looks back to second. That ball is hit up. Gorman heads back. Denny is in. Makes the play. The runner will not tag, as that could have been the second baseman's ball, and we have 2 outs now. That's going to bring up number six, the left fielder, Brandon Cooper. Cooper comes out with a 1 in and 2 on already for Geneva here in the top of the first with 2 outs. Let's see if Loomis can get out of this with only 1 run up against the Pilots here in the first. That pitch is swung on hard but missed. 0-1 now. So the 0-1 to Cooper will come as Loomis now comes set, looks to second, looks back home, delivers. Breaking ball misses, says the home plate ump. 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Loomis looks at second again. Ball misses again, says the home plate ump. Loomis is not happy with it. Asking where it missed, not getting an answer from Jerome. 2-1 now. Looks back to second. Comes home. Swung on, called a strike anyway. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Ball in the dirt. Good block by Saida there. A full count now here with 2 outs and runners on second and first. Loomis will look for his best pitch that he can put in the zone here to get out of the inning, and let's see what he goes to. That ball is swung on, out of play, fouled off. We're going to do 3-2 again. Loomis takes his time, looks in, finally gets his sign, takes a look at second. No one's holding him on. Swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts for Loomis, but a run did come in. So heading to the bottom of the first, your Pilots trail 1-0. And we'll be back when your Pilots are up to the dish. Leading off for your Pilots here, the everyday shortstop, number 8, David Bermudez. Bermudez has really found a home for himself here in that leadoff spot. Currently batting a .424. So just the guy you want here at the plate with a blazing batting average. And the first pitch misses to him, 1-0. And on the mound for Geneva tonight, number 29, Parker Askgreen. Second pitch from him misses, 2-0 now to Bermudez. So Bermudez on the year has 1 home run and 4 doubles in the first pitch and the first hit for your Pilots tonight with a single right up the middle. And the first strike of the night is a single. That's going to bring up center fielder number 5, Alan Murphy. Murphy hitting well in the 2-hole, coming through for the Pilots when they need it most, and it seems like at least once a game. And he'll look to come through here with no one out and Bermudez on first. And the throw will go over to first, or Bermudez will dive back in, and there will be no tag, and he's in safely. And the first pitch to him misses, 1-0. Murphy on the year, is hitting a .429. Scorching hot average as well. And that one misses to him, 2-0 now. So a good hitter's count here with a runner on first and nobody out in the bottom half of this first inning. Let's see what your Pilots can do. A throw over to first again, and Bermudez is back in easily. Murphy takes a breath, steps back in, awaits the 2-0. Not before a look towards first. A pause, and the 2-0 is swung on and almost hits Bermudez, and he'll be into second. Thinks about third, but decides to hold back. And there are runners on second and first with no outs here for your Pilots in the bottom of the first inning. That's going to bring up the right fielder, number 22, Parker Denny. Parker Denny with a great opportunity here with a runner in scoring position. Bermudez dancing at second. First pitch to Denny is swung on and missed. 0-1 now to him. So the 0-1 to Denny will be in the dirt, blocked by Geneva's catcher. 1-1 now. Swung on and fouled off. 1-2 now. Denny on the year is batting a .261. So can hit. Let's see what he can do here. Down 1-2. He does have 2 RBIs on the year as well, looking to add a third here. Bermudez still dancing out there at second. No throw to him. Outside misses. 2-2 now to Denny. Pilots very aggressive on the base pass this year. A big secondary by Bermudez as Denny swings and misses, and there's the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up first baseman number 18, Logan Sturr. Sturr will look to come through here as Denny couldn't. He'll look to pick up his teammate with one out and runners on second and first still. As I've been saying, Bermudez has been dancing over there, and the Pilots have had lots of life on the base pass this year, which has allowed them to score a lot of runs. And last time they played Geneva, they put up 19. So being down one early does not mean much for the Pilots. And a fake throw to second. Bermudez is back in without a throw even getting to him. And Sturr will await his first pitch as Bermudez still dances out there at second. First pitch to Sturr is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Sturr is swung on and missed off the catcher. Runners will stay. 0-2 now to Sturr with one out and a runner on second and first. A very, very good early opportunity for the Pilots to jump on here, and let's see if they can do it. Breaking ball misses, 1-2 now to Sturr. An extra off day for your Pilots yesterday as they did not play. Seems to have Bermudez in an extra good mood as he keeps dancing out there at second. Breaking ball thought about, not swung on, miss. 2-2 now to the Pilots' first baseman. So 2-2 with one out here in the bottom of the first as the Pilots trail 1-0 with runners on second and first. Sturr has worked his way back from an 0-2 count to a 2-2 count. On the 2-2, he swings and misses, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 20, Ryan Lee. Lee on the year is batting a .308. We'll see what he can do here with 2 outs. First pitch to him is in there for a strike, 0-1. So looking to add his 4th RBI here with that runner on second scoring on a ball to the outfield. We'll see what he can do. Bermudez dancing out there still. Second pitch in there to him for a strike, 0-2 now to Lee. Bermudez still dancing out there. The 0-2 swung on, hit out of play. We're going to do 0-2 here again. So Lee doing his job to stay alive up there at the plate, trying not to strand these runners and come through with 2 outs as the Pilots have been a good 2-out team this year. They're going to go, but swing and a miss, and the inning will be over. And we head to the second as your Pilots trail 1-0. The first Red Wing that Loomis will face here in the second is number 14, the third baseman, Daniel Sperling. And the first pitch to him is ripped into center. Murphy heads back, gets under it, and makes the play. So one pitch, one out here to start the second. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 8, Josh Lester. So a better start here to the second than the first. One pitch, one out. Second pitch of the inning misses. 1-0 now to the Geneva catcher. Pitches in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. And it looks like there is a standoff in the bullpens to see who can stand out there longer. And that one misses. 2-1 now, as Geneva has a man standing in the bullpen, and Newark does as well. Swung on and missed. 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Time is granted for the hitter as he steps back in. The 2-2. Swung on, hit towards third, scooped up, thrown to Stir, and the play is made. 2 quick outs here. That's going to bring up right fielder, number 24, Harrison Treble. So it doesn't look like Jerome has any plans of breaking up the standoff as he is allowing it to happen. So that ball is roped toward Gorman, who makes the play in a very quick top of the second for your Pilots. A change of pace from the first. And we'll be back when your Pilots are ready to swing the sticks. And thank you for tuning in on NewarkPilots.tv. Leading off for your Pilots here in the bottom half of the second, the left-handed hitting catcher, number 13, Ty Saida. Saida will look to ignite your Pilots here in the bottom half of the second, as they did pick up 2 hits last inning but couldn't capitalize. First pitch to him misses. 1-0. A ball is hit towards second. Second baseman will make the play, throw to first, and there is an out here in the bottom half of the second. That's going to bring up number 7, the third baseman, Dylan Duplashane. Dupleshawn, or better known by the fans and friends, Dupe, will look to start something here with 1 out. That one misses high, 1-0. Foul off, just misses the netting, out of play, 1-1. So in 6 games this year, Dupleshawn is hitting a .211, and we'll look to see what he can do here. Swings and misses, 1-2 now. Takes his time getting back in the box, takes a deep breath and steps back in. So he awaits the 1-2 from Ask Green. Breaking ball ripped in between the third and shortstop, and there will be a 1-out single from Dupleshawn. That's going to bring up left fielder number 11, Cameron Reynolds. Reynolds hitting a .154. Let's see what he can do with 1 out, though. Looking for his 3rd hit of the summer here right now. Dupleshawn takes his lead. Breaking ball gets away from the catcher, and Dupleshawn will move up into scoring position. So a 1-0 count to Cameron with the tying run in scoring position now. So the 1-0, swing and miss, 1-1 now. Reynolds moving his hands a little bit, looking comfortable up there. Breaking ball blocked, 2-1 now. So Ask Green taking his time out there on the mound, looking at Dupleshawn, who's dancing around on second. Ball is swung on, hit toward the third baseman. Dupleshawn will look to get to third, called out on a tag, and there will be 2 outs now. So with 2 down and a runner on first, it'll bring up the second baseman, number 3, Michael Gorman. Gorman digging into the plate, steps out, takes a practice swing, takes a deep breath, looks down the third base, gets the sign, spits on the gloves, claps them, and steps in. So Gorman up with 2 outs and Reynolds on first now. As said earlier, the Pilots have been very aggressive on the base pass this year, and it has worked out well for them most of the time, but very few times they do fall victim to aggressive base running, and they did right there. And a throw over to Reynolds will not be in time, and Gorman will await the pitch. Reynolds heads to second. Good throw by the catcher, not stopped by the second baseman, and Reynolds will have a stolen bag. So that pitch is a strike, 0-1. The hit and run was on there, so Gorman just couldn't hit it. But Reynolds still steals the bag. So 0-1 to Gorman now with a runner in scoring position once again. That one's in there for a strike, 0-2 now. So the 0-2 to Gorman from Ask Green. Swung on and missed. And after 2, your Pilots have not come through with runners in scoring position and have left 3 men on now as we head to the 3rd. Leading off for Geneva here in the top of the 3rd is the leadoff hitter, number 1, Brainy Rojas, the center fielder. He reached on an error by Ty Saito, which allowed him to get to first, and then a throwing error by Stir allowed him to get from first to 3rd. And the first pitch there is missed as it swung on 0-1 to him. Puts the bunt down, foul, 0-2 now. Ross takes a deep breath. Loomis is ready. Comes set, delivers. Swung on, hit toward Bermudez, who will scoop it up, make the play to Stir. An easy first out of the inning.
Now batting second baseman number 12, Noah Fisher.
That's going to bring up second baseman number 12, Noah Fisher. So if there is one sure thing on this Newark Pilots team, it is the shortstop, David Bermudez. He's been as sure as you can be at the plate all year in the leadoff spot, and just as solid with his glove, and makes an easy play there. That ball is hit out of play, 0-1 now. So the 0-1 to Fisher quickly becomes 0-2 as that ball is going to land near the Newark bullpen. So Loomis, working well after the first inning, had no trouble going 1-2-3 last inning, looking to extend the streak to 5 straight batters here. Breaking ball misses, says the home plate ump. The fans in press box alike thought it was in there for a strike. 1-2 now. That one is low. 2-2 now. Breaking ball is hit foul. 2-2 again. So the 2-2 is hit into right field toward Denny, who will make the play, and that's 5 straight retired now.
Now batting shortstop number 27, Brock Kaufman.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 27, Brock Kaufman. Loomis looks into Saida, gets his pitch, delivers it. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from Loomis, a little high. Saida asked where. Signals it was up. 1-1 now. Hit toward Bermudez, who will come in and make the catch. Doesn't hit the ground, and it's the third out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Loomis there. And we head to the bottom of the third. Leading off for your Pilots here in the bottom of the third is the red-hot hitter, David Bermudez. Bermudez singled in his first at-bat, made 2 plays in the field last inning, in the top of this inning, actually. Let's see what he can do here in the bottom half. First pitch to him misses, 1-0. So as we are about an hour away from sunset, the lights have come on here at Colburn Park, as they're getting ready for it to get dark here quick. That one is hit toward the shortstop, who will glove it. No, it'll get through, and there will be no play. A leadoff single.
Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Alan Murphy.
That's going to bring up center fielder number 5, Alan Murphy. Five will step up to the plate, looking to be the 5th hit of the night for the Pilots. Puts a swing on that one. The left fielder is going to run over, and it's going to go into the Geneva bullpen, out of play. 0-1 now to Murphy. And still standing there down the left field line is the Geneva relief pitcher. So the standoff continues here in the bottom half of the third. The 0-1 to Murphy is ripped toward the first baseman, who will make the play, but the runner will advance. And that'll bring up the right fielder, number 22, Parker Denny, with a man on second.
Now batting right fielder, number 22, Parker Denny.
Not just any man on second, but the dancing David Bermudez. Denny is 0 for 1 on the night. We'll see what he can do here. Bermudez gets his lead. Secondary. And that ball is hit foul toward the third base coach. Coach Quinn. And it's 0-1 now to Denny. Bermudez dancing over there at second. No throw to him. Denny swings through the curveball. 0-2 now. So the glare at the spot where you can't see the scoreboard at all right now. So here in the bottom of the third with 1 out, it is an 0-2 count to Denny as the Pilots trail 1-0. That ball is in the dirt. 1-2 now. The 1-2 to Denny coming momentarily. Denny calls for time and it is granted as Ask Green was taking a while out there. 1-2 now to Denny. Ball misses low. 2-2 now. So Denny has worked his way back from the 0-2 to the 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second here in the bottom of the third. And we'll see what 22 can do. And that hits him right in the elbow. He's going to need a minute. In some pain there as it got straight bone.
Now batting the first baseman, number 18, Logan Stir.
He's going to call for time, and it's going to bring up Logan Stir, number 18, the first baseman, when Denny is ready. And Denny says he's good to stay in. So Stir with an opportunity here with 1 out and second and first now. First pitch to him in there for a strike. 0-1. The look on Stir's face, he is not happy with that call at all. So Bermudez dancing on first, Denny staying put at Bermudez dancing on second, Denny staying put at first. There will be a steal on, and Bermudez will get in there as the throw is not on the bag. 1-1 with 1 out now, and runners on second and third. Seems like every Pilot on this team this year has speed. Just when you think they're going to get thrown out, they find a way to get in there safely. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to the first baseman. Ball is swung on, hit back to the backstop. 1-2 now. So if Stir can put one in play here, there's a good chance it'll score. And that one is out of play behind the press box. 1-2 here again. The 1-2 from Ask Green. comes in the dirt, 2-2 now to stir. So the 2-2 to stir from Askegreen should be coming momentarily, and he delivers. Breaking ball that is ripped past the shortstop. One will score. Denny is being sent, and two will score, and your Pilots have taken the lead. 2-1 now here in the bottom of the third. So a little bit of two-strike hitting there from first baseman Logan Stir will put up 2 runs.
Now batting the designated hitter number 20, Ryan Lee.
That's going to bring up the designated hitter number 20, Ryan Lee. So the first pitch to Lee misses, 1-0 now. So on that hit by Stir, your Pilots score 2 and take the lead. The 1-0 is going to get through the big gap at third and short. So now we're going to have runners on second and first here.
Now batting the catcher.
That's going to bring up the catcher number 13, Ty Saida. Saida with a chance to add here. First pitch, he'll knock to the shortstop, who will go to second, who will go to first. And we have a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning, but not before your Pilots strike for 2 and take the lead. And we're on to the fourth now. Leading off for Geneva here in the top of the fourth is number 35, the first baseman, Trevor Rogers. So Loomis now pitching with the lead. Let's see what he can do as he has retired 9 in a row, not 6. First pitch of this inning is swung on and missed, 0-1. So the 0-1 from Loomis will be 1-1 now. Pitch that just misses high. So the 1-1 is 2-1 now. Loomis wouldn't want to lose the leadoff hitter here after gaining the lead in the bottom half of the third. Let's see if he can get out of this. That ball is hit towards Stur, who will make the play, take it himself. 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the designated hitter number 23, Cross Grundy.
That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 23, Cross Grundy. Pitch misses high, 1-0 now to Grundy. That one missed, 2-0 now. So the 2-0 to Grundy. In there for a strike, 2-1. Ball is hit toward Dupleshawn, who will field it, throw it, scoop by Stur off of his glove. In there safely. Should be an error on the third baseman. So Loomis's streak ends at 10 straight retired. And that's going to bring up number 6, Brandon Cooper, the left fielder, with a runner on first and 1 out. First pitch misses low, 1-0. Ball is hit at Gorman, who will field it and throw it back to first. And diving back into first safely is Grundy. 2 outs now here in the top of the fourth.
Now batting the third baseman number 14, Daniel Sperling.
That's going to bring up number 14, the third baseman, Daniel Sperling. So Loomis will face Sperling here with 2 outs and 1 on in the top of the fourth as your Pilots lead 2-1. First pitch from Loomis is a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. One missed outside, 1-1 now. So the 1-1 from Loomis. Fastball in there for a strike, 1-2. So 1-2 with 2 outs and a runner on first. A breaking ball in the dirt blocked by Saida, 2-2 now. So Sperling steps back in as 2's flood the top of the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. As that one missed inside. Foul ball out of place. I just thought he could have made a play on it, but does go out. 3-2 now. Breaking ball in the dirt, and that'll be a 2-out walk issued by Loomis. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 8, Josh Lester. So Loomis, with a strong start to this inning, finds himself in a little bit of 2-out trouble here with runners on second and first. First pitch to Lester, hits the corner, in there for a strike, 0-1. So the 0-1 turns to 0-2 as it is swung on and hits the netting. Might have come in here in the press box if there wasn't netting there. Luckily there is. So no balls and 2 strikes now to Lester. The 0-2 from Loomis is a breaking ball that's swung on and hit into deep left. Murphy will call for it, and he'll make the play, and the inning will be over. And we head to your Pilots half of the inning as they lead 2-1. Leading off here for your Pilots, number 7, the third baseman, Dylan Duplachon. He is 1 for 1 tonight with a single. Let's see what he can do here. First pitch hits the corner, in there for a strike, 0-1. So on 6 hits tonight, your Pilots have only been able to capitalize for 2 runs, but that is enough for the lead right now. That pitch is chopped down the first baseline and foul, 0-2. Now to the leadoff hitter for your Pilots. So the 0-2 to Duplachon, fouled off, back by the camera. 0-2 here again. The ball is hit, put into left field. Left fielder runs over, gets under it, and makes the play. 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. That's going to bring up left fielder number 11, Cameron Reynolds. So the first pitch to Reynolds. Breaking ball swung on, hit hard out of play, 0-1. The 0-1, now 0-2 to Reynolds. So that ball is in there for a strike. That ball is swung on and hit into the catcher's glove for a strike.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Michael Gorman.
So there are 2 quick outs, and it looked like Jerome was going to talk to Reynolds, but he was going to get baseball. Sorry about the pause. Looking to see what action was going on, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 3, Michael Gorman. First pitch to him in this at-bat. Swung on for a strike as it is hit foul, 0-1. So news around the PGCBL. A grand slam was just hit for the Amsterdam Mohawks as they have just taken the lead in their game. No, they're still trailing by 2 to Amsterdam. And that ball is swung on and fouled off, 0-2 now. So Amsterdam trails 5-7. Amsterdam leads Mohawk Valley now 7-5. Sorry about that. Swung on and missed by Gorman, and we head to the 5th here as your Pilots lead 2-1. Leading off for Geneva is the 9-hole hitter, number 24, Harrison Treble, the right fielder. First pitch to him misses, 1-0. The 1-0 misses, 2-0 now. Loomis looking to regain control here as he's gone down 2-0 to the first hitter he faces here in the 5th. Fastball misses, 3-0 now. That one missed, a 4-pitch walk issued to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 5th.
Now batting the second
That's going to bring up number 1, Barani Rojas, the center fielder. Number 1. So Loomis checks the runner at first. Oh, and Coach Schlichting is headed out to talk to Loomis. So he has walked the leadoff hitter here in the 5th. And Loomis will plead his case to stay on here. No one warming up in the Newark pen, so there's no way he gets pulled here. And Jerome will head out to the mound to break it up. Schlichting will talk to Loomis a little bit longer. So Saito will head back behind the plate as the meeting is over, and Loomis will look to regain some control here to Rojas. First pitch to him misses high. Saito throw will not be in time, and there's a stolen base. Loomis not happy about that one, and it's 1-0 now to Rojas. So the 1-0 to Rojas, a big hack, but no result as it swung on and missed. 1-1 now. Loomis's breaking ball misses. 2-1 now. Trouble rushed back to second as he got a little too far and Saito thought about it, but Bermudez got back a little late. So about 30 minutes away from sunset. Sorry about the glare. And the 2-1 is in there for a strike, 2-2, as Rojas thought it was a little high. Ball is out of play, 2-2 again. So the 2-2 swung on and hit up. Bermudez runs back. Called off by the left fielder who will make the play, Reynolds. There will be one out with a runner. That's going to bring up second baseman number 12, Noah Fisher. Loomis's breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1 now. So after the man reaches second on a stolen base, the Pilots get a quick out, and Loomis is ahead, 0-1 now. Breaking ball bounces in the dirt. Saito can't get a grip on it. And trouble will be in third now, as he would have been in trouble if Saito got a grip on that ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out now to the Geneva second baseman with a tying run 90 feet away. That ball is swung on, hit hard out of play over the first base bleachers. 1-2 now. Ball is hit off the end of the bat. In is Denny, who will throw home, and the play at the plate will bounce over Saito's head, and the game will be tied at 2. So a good throw by Denny couldn't get handled by Saito will allow the tying run to score. And there's 2 outs here in the 5th.
Now batting shortstop number 27, Brock.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 27, Brock Kaufman. So a sac fly for Fisher there as he has drove in both of the Red Wings' runs today. Side of breaking ball in there for a strike once again, 0-1. Oh, and 2 now, as that ball will get out of play. Stur thought he could have a play on it, but went right over the fence. So 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the 5th in a tie 2-2 game. As the scoreboard reads, the visiting Geneva Red Wings, 2 runs off of 1 hit and no errors. Pilots, 2 runs off of 6 hits and 3 errors. And that ball is hit at Gorman, who fields makes the play. And we head to the bottom of the 5th with a tie ball game. Thank you for joining in on YouTube on NewarkPilots.tv. I am Tim Watson, and we will be back. Leading off for your Pilots here, number 8, David Bermudez, the shortstop. Bermudez is 2 for 2 on the night. Let's see if he can add on to it here. First pitch to him misses, 1-0. That pitch is fouled off onto the netting, 1-1 now. Bermudez took the first pitch here, but he's not a first pitch taker. Usually is. He is a very aggressive hitter. A 1-1 count here. As the pitch comes inside, 2-1 now. Jerome throws a dart to Askgreen for the new ball. So the 2-1 to Bermudez. Misses, 3-1. So an MLB comparison here, Ask Green windup is very similar to Nathan Eovaldi of the Red Sox. Generates a little bit of power coming over the head. Adds velocity, and that fastball is in there for a strike. 3-2 now. So the 3-2 to Bermudez. Swung on, popped up. Shortstop calls for the ball, and he will get under it and make the play. One down here in the bottom of the fifth. And that's going to bring up center fielder number 5, Alan Murphy. So as the fans call him Murph, we'll look to start something here for your Pilots. That ball is hit toward the first baseman, who will throw it to the pitcher. So 3-1 put out there. And 2 outs now.
Now batting the right fielder, number 22, Parker Denny.
So with 2 outs, that's going to bring up the right fielder, number 22, Parker Denny. Denny will look to get a 2-out rally going. First pitch to him is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 misses low, 1-1 now. That ball misses, 2-1 now. And Denny has gotten ahead in the count. So good hitters count here. That ball is hit toward the shortstop, takes a funky bounce, fields, throws to first, inning over. And as we are about an hour and a half into this broadcast now, after 5, it is tied at 2. The Red Wings with 1 hit, and the Pilots here with 6 hits. And we are headed to the 6th. Pitching for your Pilots here in his second appearance is number 33, Matt Boyko. In one previous appearance, he pitched a full inning. giving up 3 hits and 3 earned runs and 1 walk. But he did strike out 2, so he does have the dirty stuff to strike players out. We'll see what he can do here.
Now batting for Geneva, the first baseman, number 35, Trevor Rogers.
The first batter he'll face is number 35, the first baseman, Trevor Rogers. So he'll instantly see a lefty on lefty situation. Let's see who will come out on top of this one. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. So comes out of the pen and throws a strike immediately. As a manager, you love to see that. That one missed in the dirt, 1-1 now. Boy goes 1-1, misses there, 2-1 now. So the 2-1 from Boyko bounces in front of the plate, 3-1 now. So after a first pitch strike, it has been 3 straight balls. Let's see if Boyko can regain the zone. A big swing and a miss to make the count full there on a ball in the dirt. Some good movement on it. So Boyko has a full count now to the first batter he faces. Gets him to poke one towards Stir, who will make the play himself. So a 3 unassisted to start this inning.
Now batting the
That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 23, Cross Grundy. So Boyko doing his job there, getting the lefty to ground out to the first baseman to start the inning. Let's see if he can get a quick second out. That one misses, says the home plate ump. Boyko thought it was there, but it's 1-0 now. The 1-0 from Boyko is swung on and missed. 1-1 as ones flood the top of the scoreboard. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. So did strike out 2 in his last outing, his only other outing of the summer. Showing dirty stuff here again with a breaking ball. That one too low. No swing, 2-1 now. The 2-1 swung on and missed again. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out now. So he is generating swings and misses on his breaking ball, switching speeds very well. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout here for him, his 3rd of the summer. 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting left fielder, number 6, Brandon.
That's going to bring up number 6, left fielder Brandon Cooper. First pitch to Cooper will be a grounder hit to Dupleshan, who will throw to first and get the out. So 1 pitch, 1 out to end the inning. A good inning for Boyko as he lowers his ERA there in his 2nd appearance. And we head to the bottom of the 6th in a tie ball game. Leading off for the Pilots here in the bottom of the sixth is the man with both the RBIs on a 2 RBI single, the first baseman, number 18, Logan Sturr. Sturr hasn't gotten a hold of one yet this summer, but he is a power threat and shows it off there with a big hack, swing and miss, 0-1 to him. Second pitch misses to him, 1-1 now. That one misses, 2-1 now. So as we are 3 pitches into the bottom of the sixth inning, the standoff is still going on between the bullpens. That one misses, 3-1, as the Geneva arm is still standing out there, staring at the flag like the national anthem is still going, and the Pilots have a few guys still standing. So the 3-1 to Sturr, swung on, hit toward Coach Quinn, gets a hand on it. We're going to go to 3-2 now. That ball is hit hard toward the third baseman, takes a bad hop, should be a base hit. A lead-off single for Sturr adds to his 2 RBI single earlier in the game. That's going to bring up tonight's designated hitter, number 20, Ryan Lee. So a good night for the dish at Sturr as he turns it over to Lee, and Lee will see what he can do here. Ball misses, 1-0. Probably no plans of sending Sturr here in the tie game. He is not the fastest runner on the team, but he's still not slow. Lee hits it to the shortstop, who will take it himself to the bag and throw it to first in a quick double play there. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the sixth, and that's going to bring up the catcher, number 13, Ty Saida. First pitch to Saida misses low, 1-0. So here at 8:41, the sun is behind the trees and out of the way, and your glare should be gone now. That one to Saida is in there for a strike, 1-1 now. Breaking ball, big swing by Saida, misses, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth in a 2-2 ball game where your Pilots have out-hit Geneva by 6. Another big swing and a miss ends the inning, and we head to the 7th in a tie game. So Boyko, in just his second appearance this year, will get multiple innings for the first time. And the first batter he'll face this inning is number 14, the third baseman, Daniel Sperling. First pitch to him misses, 1-0. The 1-0 misses there, 2-0 now. The 2-0 is swung on and hit toward the Pilot dugout. 2-1 now. Sperling shakes his head as he's not happy with that swing at all. So the 2-1 from Boyko is in there, up the middle, right back at him. He just gets out of the way in a leadoff single here in the 7th for Geneva. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 8, Josh Lester.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Josh Lester.
So Boyko will look to go to his ground ball pitch here to get out of this in a double play. Boyko checks the runner, comes home, a bunt signal is down, 1-0. Saida thought about a snap throw, but ultimately decided against it. So the 1-0 now to Lester. Gets the bunt down, and it's foul, 1-1. Good play there by Duplanche to wait for it. One and one, puts another bunt down, this time toward the pitcher, who will throw to first and get the out as Duplanche heads back to third as no one was covering. So Sperling does get to second, but there is the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up number 24, Harrison Treble, the right fielder. Trouble with Sperling on second. See what he can do here as he calls for time. Boyko steps off, digs back into the mound, gets back on. As Trouble steps back to the plate. Boyko takes a look at second, comes home, misses, 1-0, and it gets by Saida, and the runner will advance to third now with one out. In there for a strike as one's flood the board now. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. That ball is foul off hard out of play down the third base bleacher section. 1-2 now. Here at 8:48, the sun is completely gone as it is now past the trees and the lights will be in full effect. That ball is hit hard. Foul by Stir. 1-2 again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out in the leading run, 90 feet from scoring. Here in the top of the 7th, we'll see what Boyko can do here to prevent that run from getting in. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Saida can't find it, and the run is going to score. and Trouble will get to first. So a strike out there for Boyko. Quinn is saying he called foul ball. Have a talk with Jerome. Jerome said no, it was strike 3. So the run will score. Batter will reach first on the pass ball by Saida. And Coach Quinn is taking the ball.
Now batting for the Red Wings, the center fielder number 1, Brady Rojas.
Now pitching for the Pilots, number 26, Mike Scully. Scully is from Canandaigua, New York, attending Monroe Community College, making his first appearance for the Pilots here, and will be back when he is ready. So the first batter he will face for Geneva is number 1, the center fielder, Brady Rojas. So first pitch from Scully is in the dirt, 1-0. That one misses, 2-0 now. 2-0. Rojas calls time as Scully was taking his time, eyeing down the runner at first. Looks in now to get a new sign. Gets the sign, comes set. Comes home, that ball is hit up. Gorman runs over and it's out of play, 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strikes, 1 out. Rojas at the dish. A runner on first, and Geneva leads by 1 now. A throw over. He'll be back in time. So the 2-1 misses outside. 3-1 now. That ball is hit hard into left field. Running over is Reynolds. And that ball is gone off of the scoreboard. That'll be 5-2 Geneva.
Now batting second baseman number 12, Noah Fisher.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 12, Noah Fisher. First pitch to Fisher. Breaking ball misses high, 1-0. That ball misses, 2-0 now. The 2-0 now becomes 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes with 1 out. Geneva up by 3 now here in the top of the 7th. That one in there for a strike. 3-1 now. Three and one is hit hard toward the bleachers on the first base side. Out of play, 3-2. The ball is hit. Bermudez runs back. Murphy is running in. Will make the play. 2 outs here now in the top of the 7th. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 27, Brock Kaufman. First pitch to Kaufman will be a ball low. The 1-0 bounces in front of the plate off of Saida, then hits Jerome in the head, 2-0. Scully taking his time out there on the mound now. The 2-0 from him will be a swing and a miss, 2-1 now. Two and one pitch high is swung at as 2's flood the scoreboard now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Breaking ball hit high, sends Murphy back, heads back further, makes the play on the track, And we head to the bottom of the 7th as your Pilots are looking to answer as they trail by 3. Leading off for your Pilots here is number 7, the third baseman, Dylan Duplashawn. And he took a first pitch ball there. Second pitch is hit toward the third baseman, bobbles it, and won't have a play. And let's see how they score it. They're going to score it a hit. So still no errors for Geneva tonight.
Now batting for the Pilots, the left fielder number 11, Cameron Reynolds.
That'll bring up left fielder number 11, Cameron Reynolds. So right after the Pilots pitching gives up 3 in the top half of this inning, the leadoff hitter reaches with a single in the bottom half of the 7th. First pitch to him misses 1-0. The 1-0 is hit into center. Going back is the center fielder who will not be able to catch it. And Duplashawn had already ran back to second. And he'll be out at second on a force. So a lucky play out there for the Geneva center fielder as they do get the force out.
Now batting the second baseman number 3, Michael Gorman.
That'll bring up second baseman number 3, Michael Gorman. So a weird scored out there as it would be 8-1-3 for the force out.
That's what counts there. That's what counts there. Yeah.
Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Throw over to first. Reynolds will get back in there. Says field ump. On a play he didn't look very safe on, but take the call. So the 0-1 to Gorman now will be ripped right into the gap in right field for a single. Right into the gap over the second and first baseman into right field. Excuse me. So runners in scoring position, and the tying run up to the plate is the leadoff hitter, number 8, shortstop David Bermudez. So Reynolds with a lead at second. Breaking ball is swung on and hit up. Called by the second baseman, who will run over and make the play. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting center fielder number 5, Alan Murphy.
That's going to bring up center fielder number 5, Alan Murphy. So tying run still at the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. In a situation the Pilots really need to capitalize. And Murphy could be the man for the job. And it looks like the Geneva Red Wings pitching coach, Coach D'Amato, is headed out to the mound to chat with the starter Ashkengreen. They'll talk about the way to work around Murphy here, as he is a very tough out. But you don't want to let the 3-hole hitter Denny get up with a free opportunity that he otherwise wouldn't have had. So they will try to get Murphy here.
Again, batting is center fielder number 5, Alan Murphy.
So Murphy will take a deep breath and step into the plate against Ashkengreen. Ball swung on and missed. 0-1 here to Murphy. So the 0-1 to Murphy will be a ball hit hard out of play down the third baseline towards the bleachers. 0-2. The 0-2 to Murphy with 2 outs. Both runners are stealing. Hit and run was on. 0-2 again. See if the runners will be sent again. 0-2 is fouled off once again. Third base coach Quinn will go and grab the ball. So we're going to do 0-2 here. Plate umpire Drone asked for some more balls. Murphy stretching out in there in the box, waiting for the 0-2 from Ashkengreen. Ball is hit toward the third baseman. Takes a weird hop, and it gets by him. The Pilots are going to score at least 1 and have a man on third, and they now trail 5-3. So the error leads to the Pilots scoring a run, and it'll bring up number 22, Parker Denny, the right fielder. And it looks like that will be it for starter Parker Ashkengreen, as he goes 6.2 with 2 earned and 3 total runs. Now pitching for Geneva is number 7, Jacob Land. From Adrian, Michigan, attends Adrian College. And he'll inherit runners at third and first with 2 outs here in the 7th as the Pilots will look to add on. And will return when he is ready. And the first batter that Land will face is the right fielder, number 22, Parker Denny. First pitch to Denny is high, 1-0. So Denny here with 2 outs and runners on the corners as the Pilots trail by 2. He'll look to extend the inning any way possible. That ball is in the dirt, 2-0 now to Denny. Speed on the bases with Gorman at third and Murphy at first, as Murphy almost got picked off at first. Back in just in time. Then he pops one up. Running over as the first baseman, and it's out of play. 2-1 now. Another throw over towards Murphy, and he's back in safely once again. Then he's standing near the dish, adjusting his tar. Looks like, if there is any on there, on the 2-1. That one's high and in, almost hit him. 3-1 now. So 3-1 with 2 outs. as Land comes set, is in there, swung and missed by Denny, 3-2 now. So a big opportunity here for your Pilots as the tying run is on first base. The leading run is at the plate with a full count and 2 outs now, and let's see what he can do. 3-2 misses, and he'd walked him. The bases are now loaded for first baseman number 18, Logan Sturr.
Let's hear for Pilots first baseman number 18, Logan Sturr.
Logan with 2 of the 3 RBIs tonight, and an even better opportunity here with the bases loaded and the tying run at second. Lester is going out to talk to Land right now, trying to calm him down with the bases loaded. A lot of nerves. So the first pitch to Sturr will be hit, foul, out of play, 0-1. So the 0-1 to Sturr is a breaking ball that misses, 1-1 now. The 1-1 is in there for a strike, 1-2, and Sturr is not happy with that. So 1-2 with 2 outs and the bases loaded as the Pilots trail by 2. Was fouled off and back near the camera. 1-2 coming here again. The 1-2 to Sturr is high, misses, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs to Sturr as the Pilots trail by 2. Breaking ball misses high, 3-2. So from Land being ahead, now falls behind with 2 outs in a full count. So the merry-go-round should be started here with 2 outs, and let's see what Sturr can do. Swung on and missed. And Geneva will get out of the inning. And we head to the 8th as your Pilots trail by 2.
The Pilots is Crystal Bird.
Now pitching for your Pilots is number 24, Chris Lever. Lever making his second appearance, pitched 1 inning earlier in this season and gave up 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 walk. He did strike out 1, so let's see what he's got here tonight as he's pitching the 8th. And we'll be back. And the first batter that Lever will face is the first baseman, number 35, Trevor Rogers. Rogers taking his time, stepping into the box. Gets his sign. Finally steps in. First pitch is outside and low, 1-0. Ball is hit hard out of play toward the Geneva bullpen, 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for a strike, 1-2 now. So the 1-2 to the Geneva first baseman will be a strike 3 on a big swing and a miss. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 23, Cross Grundy. That one is in there for a strike on a swing, 0-1. One and one now as the breaking ball just misses. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. A big swing and a miss, 1-2 now. Breaking ball hit hard out of play, 1-2 again will be coming. That ball is swung on and missed. Another strikeout and 2 quick outs here in the top of the 8th. That's going to bring up left fielder, number 6, Brandon Cooper. In there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 misses, 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Ball is swung on, hits the net, 1-2 now. Ball is swung on and missed and strikes out the side there in the 8th. So a strong top half of the 8th. Let's see if they can come out strong with the bats in the bottom half of the 8th. Let's go, Pilots. Pinch hitting for your Pilots here is number 1, James Rabel. First pitch he sees tonight is roped up the middle for a leadoff single. Talk about coming in and igniting a team.
Now batting for the Pilots, the catcher number 13, Ty Saida.
That's going to bring in catcher number 13, Ty Saida. So Rabel will not see the field tonight as he is the new DH and does his job there with a leadoff single. The Pilots are now up to 10 hits but have only been able to score 3 runs off of them. So the tying run is now at the plate. Land throws to first, almost throws behind the first baseman. No tag, and Rabel will be safe. First pitch to Saida misses, 1-0. Rabel dives back into first safely once again. Saida taking his time at the plate. Ball is hit, foul, hits the netting on the other side of the camera, the left field side. So 1-1 now to Saida. Ball swung hard, but no result besides a strike blown by him. 1-2 now. ball is hit hard. It's going to get through as the first baseman doesn't come over, and Rabel will be at third. A great throw by the right fielder will get Rabel out, so he will not be at third, and it'll be the first out of the inning. So Rabel gets thrown out being aggressive, trying to get to third. And that's going to bring up third baseman number 7, Dylan Duplashon. So the tying run is once again at the plate with 1 out now and a runner on first. That ball is hit foul out of play, 0-1. And it looks like we have Over Torres in the on-deck circle, so he'll be pinch hitting for Cameron Reynolds. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2 now to Duplashon. Breaking ball misses, 1-2 now. Rabel got thrown out at third after he took too much time getting to second, then tried to hustle as hard as possible to third and got thrown out. Running at full speed, there's no doubt he would have beat that tag. Breaking ball hit out of play behind the press box, 1-2. The 1-2 misses, 2-2 now. Two and two is hit hard. Left fielder will run over. The ball will be in fair territory and caught. With 2 outs, that's going to bring up number 6, the new left fielder, Over Torres, or better known by his teammates as OO. Over Torres will look to come through here with a big 2-out knock and a runner on first and get on as he is representing the tying run. Crushes that ball into center. The center fielder will go back, and the ball will not be caught, and the Pilots will score at least 1 here, and Torres will end up at second and now trail by 1. So a big clutch pinch hit by Over Torres. That's going to bring up second baseman number 3, Michael Gorman. So the tying run is now at second base, and the lead run is now at the plate. Things are getting interesting here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Common theme for the Pilots all year is fighting back and not giving up at all. Probably the most relentless team here in the PGCBL. First pitch misses low, 1-0. Off the bat, that ball looked like it was at least hitting the wall. It didn't look like it had the launch angle to get out, but didn't go as far as it thought it was going to travel, but still dropped for a RBI double. Second pitch to Gorman as he's swinging. He misses, 1-1 now. Land is going to want to get Gorman here, as he does not want to have to face David Bermudez. It's 2-1 now to Gorman. The 2-1 to Gorman misses. 3-1 now. The 3-1 to Gorman from Land will be a ball he misses high, and that brings up David Bermudez, the shortstop, number 8.
Now batting for your Newark Pilots, the shortstop, number 8, David Bermudez.
This is the guy you need at the dish here in the situation, and it looks like Geneva will be making a pitching change with Bermudez up, and when we know the guy, we'll let you know. Looks like it's going to be number 17, Maxwell Barsamian, pitching now for Geneva here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. From Trinity College in Connecticut, who resides in Weston, Massachusetts, and will be back when he is ready. So the shortstop, number 8, David Bermudez, will face the fresh arm, Maxwell Barsamian. And we'll see what he can do to the new arm in. Tying run is on second, lead run is on first. That ball is fouled off, back to the press box, hits the netting, 0-1. Bermudez, a very aggressive hitter. Let's see if that aggression can lead to a base knock here. Big swing late on it, 0-2 now. He was thinking off speed and he got the fastball and wasn't ready for it. The 0-2 to Bermudez. Breaking ball misses. Torres will be at third now and 90 feet away. And the leading run will be at second. Warming up in the Pilots bullpen is Michael Solito. That ball is hit to right. It could drop. The right fielder goes back, makes the play, inning over. We head to the ninth as your Pilots trail by 1 now. And it looks like Solito will be out on the mound. So Solito will not be on the mound. Lever will get another inning after striking out the side, and Geneva will bring in a pinch hitter, number 9, Ryan Galaney. First pitch to him misses, 1-0. Second pitch swung on and missed, 1-1. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2 now. Swung on and missed, another strikeout, 4 straight for him. That'll bring up number 8, Josh Lester, the catcher. And Lever just got his 4th straight strikeout of the night. Lights out since coming into this game. Breaking ball hit high. Murphy is under it, and he'll make the play. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. That's going to bring up number 24, the right fielder, Harrison Treble. Treble bats here with 2 outs in the top part of the 9th inning as Geneva leads by 1. So as the scoreboard reads right now, we are in the top of the 9th inning with 2 outs. Geneva has 5 runs off of 3 hits and 2 errors. The Pilots have 4 runs off of 12 hits and 3 errors. And the first pitch to Treble misses, 1-0. The 1-0 misses, 2-0 now. Two and 0 is swung on toward the Geneva bullpen. The ball toward the Geneva bench. The ball goes 2-1 now. Ball swung off, hit foul down the line toward the Geneva bullpen that time. So 2's for the top of the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A ball is hit toward the Geneva bullpen once again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here again. But not before Jerome heads over for more baseballs from the ball boy. Swung on, fouled off, staying alive up there as Treble, as he has been some trouble to get out this inning. Breaking ball misses. 3-2 now with 2 outs. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th, as LeVer is trying to keep this game a 1-run game going into the 9th. Fouled off once again. So another pitch we go. And Jerome has asked for 3 more, please. Signals play. LeVer from the windup. Comes home, fouled off once again out of play. So here comes the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And it will miss for a ball. LeVer wasn't sure where that one missed, but now he'll face number 6, the left fielder. Oh, number 1, Brainy Rojas, the center fielder. Last time up, Rojas hit a homer. Let's see if LeVer can get him out here. First pitch to him in there for a strike. Rojas does not agree and shakes his head. The 0-1 breaking ball misses. 1-1 now. Ball is hit foul toward the Pilots on deck circle. 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Breaking ball misses outside. Sida throws down, gets by Gorman. Murphy will bobble it, get it in, and the run will not score, but will advance. The runner will advance to third. So there should be at least 1 error there, and there will be. And LeVer will ask for a new ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs, and a runner on third now. The 2-2 is popped up toward Torres, who comes in, battles with the lights, and catches the ball. And we head to the bottom of the 9th as your Pilots trail by 1, and it's time for some Rally Cap magic. And we'll be back. So here in the bottom of the ninth, Barsemian remains on the mound, and Galaney takes over at third. And leading off for your Pilots is the center fielder, number 5, Alan the Murph Murphy. Pitch is hit hard, fouled off, 0-1. Murphy was not happy with the result there, as he was swinging for the fences. Breaking ball misses, 1-1 now. Big swing and a miss by Murphy there, 1-2 now. In there for a strike, says home plate umpire Jerome, and the Pilots are down to their last 2. That's going to bring up number 22, the right fielder, Parker Denny. First pitch to Denny is a swinging strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Denny is quickly 0-2 now. Pilots down to their last 2 outs and 4 strikes. Swung on and missed. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Now batting is the first baseman, number 18, Logan Sturr. Let's see if Sturr can get some life going into him and his teammates with 2 outs here. The overall score right now is Geneva 5, your Pilots 4 here in the bottom of the ninth. And the first pitch to Sturr misses, 1-0. That pitch by Sturr is popped up to the infield. Shortstop calls for the ball, makes the play. Ball game over. Your Pilots lose 5-4. So a disappointing night for your Pilots. In a night they tally 12 hits but can only score 4 runs off of it. They lose by 1 but will look to bounce back tomorrow when they head to Elmira. And they are back. And they are back in action tomorrow night. And thank you for tuning in tonight, and have a good night. Everyone stay safe. I am Tim Watson, your play-by-play broadcast announcer. Thank you for tuning in.